Jeffrey Gamer is not responsible for your game files. All mods in this tutorial have been tested and work properly. I strongly advise you back up your files as shown in this video, in case you make any mistakes. I advise you watch the full video before installing any mods. Thanks.
What is going on, amazing, beautiful people? Your boy Jeffrey Gamer is back at you with another LSPDFR tutorial. And today, guys and gals, this one is by request from Killer Rock 44, who wanted to know how to install liveries onto vehicles. There's so many different vehicles and liveries out there, but they all install the same way through OpenIV, and that's what I'm going to be showing you today. We're not going to be going into the game and checking it out. Trust me, if it shows in OpenIV, it'll work in your game. Also, I want you to be sure that you can't just install any livery onto any car. Meaning you can't download a 2018 Dodge Charger livery and install it on the 2016 Ford FPIU. It's just not going to work. Cool thing is a lot of the devs for the liveries will add the vehicle packs that they design their textures off of. So that's always a good thing. So let's get to it. You can use any livery in any vehicle pack you want to follow this video. If you want to use what I'm using, just for the sake of the video, we're going to be installing this Ohio texture pack onto these vehicles right here, the vehicles down here, made by I don't know who the hell it is. We'll see when we go in their channel there. So let's go ahead and download these textures like so, and should download pretty quick as it's just a texture pack. There we go, and we're gonna close, and we're gonna minimize that for right now, and let's go back now. And this is what I mean. Usually when you find a livery, if you go up to vehicle textures in LSPDFR, if you go to vehicle textures and you go into that tab, you could just see you got a whole mess of liveries that you can install. And when you find one and click into it, like I said, usually the devs will add the vehicle that they used. I like to do it on replaced vehicles, not add-ons. So try to look for replace. All right, so we want to click this. And now we want to download this mini pack. So go ahead and download that. And this is a sheriff's office mini pack. So we're going to be replacing the sheriff's vehicles. But that's okay. I'm going to try to explain this as easily as possible. So let's get rid of that purchase me box and minimize that. Let's minimize our web browser. Folks, let's open up our OpenIV. So we're going to click Windows, and we're going to fire it up. Make sure your edit mode is on. Make sure it's automatic, or make sure it's clicked on the blue. And here's the pathway. Criminal Justice taught me my pathway almost 3 years ago. I've been using patch day 20 for upwards of 3 years, and it's never failed me. So patch day 20 just always worked for me. So to get there, I'm going to go mods, update, times 64, DLC packs. You want to scroll on down to patch day 20 right there. DLC.rpf, times 64, levels, GTA 5, and vehicles.rpf. Okay, so there we go right there. Now, before I get started, you do not have to do this. But what I am going to do is I am going to back up all of my sheriff files. There we go. Okay. So, now that we're here, what you want to do is go to favorites and click add to favorites and name this like police vehicles. That's what I name mine, police vehicles. And then click add. That way, if you do want to come back in and change your cars or your liveries, you can just go right back into here, into OpenIV, click your favorites section, click police vehicles. It'll bring you right here. All right. So let's get started. First thing we want to do is bring up the Raspies or whatever vehicle pack you are using. Okay. So I'm going to click this Raspies mini pack. And like I said, we're going to be doing the replace. So I'm going to double click that. And, oh, it's not changing my sheriff ones. That's great. That's awesome. So what we are going to do is we are going to, I'm going to select the police 2 files. I'm going to select the police. You know what? Let's select them all. I'll show you how to do it on all of them. I'm going to select all the police YFTs and YTDs, okay? I'm going to drag them in, and I'm going to drop them. All right, so now if I go to any one of my police 2 or police 3 files in the YFT, it's going to show me this police vehicle that we just installed. It says sheriff on there, but that'll change once we get the textures on there. All right, police 2, same thing. You got the FPIU right there, and then police 3, same thing. You got the Tahoe with the same livery. All right, so we got our vehicles in. Now we want to replace those vehicles' textures with a texture that you like, that you want instead. So we're going to get rid of this WinRAR, and let's bring up the texture that you want to install. So right now we're just going to do the Charger. We're going to do the Charger and the Tahoe. So we're going to double click the Charger folder, and you got Springfield Police Charger PNG. You're going to take this. If I double click it, it's going to show you that's the one we want to install. So we're going to take this and we're going to drag it to our desktop right there. And while we're doing this, let's click back. Let's go to the Tahoe and let's drag that to the desktop. Whatever livery you want to replace, you're going to drag it to your desktop, and then you can get rid of your WinRAR. All right. So the Charger, I believe, was under police, correct? Yes. So there's the livery that came with the Charger that we installed, but we want to put this one on there. This is the Charger one. So here's what we want to do. All right, you want to scroll down to whatever police vehicle you're changing, but the YTD. You see that? This is the texture dictionary. So we want to go to police YTD and double click that. Now, when you're in here, you're going to look for something that says, it'll say sign, livery, and not all of them with different vehicles are named the same, so you really got to look for it. Right there, livery charge sign. There it is right there. And if you look, there it is. That's the one that came with the vehicle. We want to change this. So you're going to go up to replace, and we're going to look for this one right here. All right, remember, it's on our desktop. And then we're going to scroll on down to Springfield, and we're doing the Charger. So we're going to select Charger and click open, and then boom, it's going to put it on there. Now what I like to do is I like to just scroll down a little more and just make sure there's no reflective or any other livery sign on there, which I'm not seeing. I'm going to go to the R's, no reflective. So I think we should be good. All right. So once we got that replaced, we're going to click save. And we're going to let it, there we go. Now, you could take this and save it into a folder in case you ever reinstall your GTA and you want to save this, or you could just simply delete it. So now if we go to our police vehicle, it should have gone from having this texture to now having our new Ohio texture. So let's double click that police vehicle and bring up our Charger. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. There is the Charger with the new livery on it. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to do the Tahoe, which is under Police 3. All right, so just to show you, there's the Tahoe, okay, with the livery. We're going to change that. I kind of like these liveries, though. But we're going to change it. So it's Police 3, so we're going to scroll on down to the Police 3 YTD. Double-click it. Again, you could go up here and type in sign. You could type in sign, and there you are. Tahoe PPV sign 1. There it is right there. Again, same thing. Click replace. Make sure you got desktop selected, and now you want to look for this one. So we're going to scroll down to the S's, Springfield 2018 Tahoe. Select it, open, boom, and save. Once this box disappears, we can now go check our Tahoe YFT and make sure that it worked. So Police 3, double click and drum roll. Boom. There it is. And that's it, folks. That's how you install liveries onto a vehicle. Now, what I want to show you, and I'll show you this real quick. Let's do it on the Police 2. If we go to Police 2, you're going to see we installed this FPIU, right? So let me go to the, now you're done. Do not do this step that I'm about to show you. I'm going to show you what happens if you install the wrong livery onto the wrong vehicle so you know what to look for. So if I go to, let me get rid of that because that's not supposed to be there. All right, so if I go to Police 2 and I type in sign, right? And here's the livery on that FPIU. And I go to replace. And I click desktop, but I go down and I go to this this Springfield Tahoe and click open. Right here, it's going to look like, oh man, it worked, right? We now have a Tahoe livery on an Explorer model. If I click save and let it save, and then I'm going to go into the Police 2, into the FPIU, you're going to see that it might look like it worked, right? But if you look up in the front and up on the top, you can see it's got some, you know, stuff. You'll see just stuff is placed. That's wrong. And that's how you know if you put the wrong texture on a wrong vehicle, okay? I just wanted to show you all that. So I'm just going to minimize that, and we're going to delete that. So that is it. I really hope I explained it properly and slow enough to where you understand how to do it. It's all about which vehicle pack and which liveries you download, making sure they're compatible, and then going to that pathway that I showed you to get those liveries changed. They all are replaced the same way through OpenIV. That is going to be it. Killer Rock 44, I hope this helped you, and I hope it helped you as well. If you're new here and it did, please consider supporting the channel by hitting the subscribe button and ringing that bell. Also, please consider giving the video a thumbs up. The more thumbs up this video gets, the more people it can reach and teach, just like it did with you. Don't forget to check out the Discord for an amazing support team in there. Ladies and gentlemen, until next time, be safe, be healthy, be positive, follow the rules, and obey the law. Your boy Jeffrey Gamer is out. See you on the next one, y'all. Later.